Good day, and welcome back to Camp Green Meadows. I'm Tundra.
And I'm Blue Ridge.
And today we're going to be working in our nature center, getting up close and personal with our taxidermied animal friends. Now, our taxidermy animals are going to help us identify or predict different types of animal adaptations. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to use your powers of observation to do this on your own. Let's get started.
Well, before we investigate our taxidermies, we first need to understand what is an adaptation. Have you ever heard of that word before? Do you know what it means? Help us discover the meaning of adaptations by unscrambling the following sentence.
Let's see if you got this right. An adaptation is a behavior or body part that a species develops over generations to better survive in its environment. Can you think of any adaptations that humans have developed in order to better survive?
Well, now that we know what an adaptation is, let's go ahead and investigate our first organism. For each of the organisms, we're going to use this chart shown next to us here. And the chart is broken down into 4 specific categories. What is the animal? What is its habitat, or where does it live? What are the adaptations of the animal, or the structural adaptations specifically? And how do these adaptations help it survive? Or what is the function of those adaptations? If you do not have a chart like this at home, you can go ahead and recreate one based off of what we have here. So let's check out this cute little squirrel that we got going on here for our first organism. Tundra, do you know the habitat of the squirrel?
Well, I did see a couple of them on my way into camp today, so I would have to say forest.
All right, so we can fill out the habitat with what Tundra said, which is the forest. It might be a little different for you at home. Maybe you see some squirrels in the city. Maybe you might say city. Who knows? Now, the next step is we need to figure out some adaptations. Tundra, do you notice any structural adaptations of the squirrel?
I'm not very sure, Blue.
That's okay. Let's go to our naturalist expert in the field. Hey, Glacier, are you there?
Hey guys.
Hey, Glacier, we're having a little bit of trouble identifying some structural adaptations of the squirrel. Could you help us out?
Of course, this week I was actually bird watching and spotted a squirrel hanging off my bird feeder.
Oh wow! What did you notice?
Well, I noticed it had sharp claws, a long, bushy tail, and its fur was like a brownish gray.
Well, that's really interesting. Do you know how might those adaptations help it survive?
At first, it was really hard to see because its fur helped it camouflage into the tree that the feeder was hanging on. When it jumped onto the bird feeder, it used its tail to help it balance so it didn't fall. And when it was finished, it climbed down the tree with its sharp claws.
Oh, that's really interesting. So the fur is an adaptation that helps it survive by camouflage, and the claws are an adaptation that help it survive by climbing trees, and the tail is for balance?
Exactly, you got that right, Tundra.
All right, thanks so much, Glacier, for helping us out.
Anytime, we'll see you soon.
Viewers at home, please make sure to fill out your chart with the information provided by Glacier, just as we did here. Can you notice anything else about the squirrel that she might have missed? If so, please fill that in your chart as well.
Now, take a look at the following short videos and photographs of some of the taxidermies we have here at Camp Green Meadows, and use your observations to fill out the rest of the chart. And you can use the squirrel as an example to help you out.
Before we go, we have an adaptation challenge for all of you to complete at home, brought to you by our lead naturalist, Bark. Bark, take it away.
Hey everyone, it's Bart tuning in from home. One adaptation that really sets us apart as humans are our thumbs, specifically opposable thumbs. An opposable thumb means it has the ability to reach around and touch the other fingers, making it easier to grasp objects. Opposable thumbs give us the ability to hold things in our hands and do things such as use tools, play games, make music, and my favorite, eat food. Now I have an adaptation challenge for you. Try to tie your shoes without ever using your thumbs. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for joining us and learning about some animal adaptations today. And we can't wait to see you next time.
Goodbye.